NFL. The Bills are victorious as we say so long from Buffalo.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Again, it's Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Two things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
13.
Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. The red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up for the 1st and 10.
He'll dump this off to Cook. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Bills are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep...
And that's caught inside the 35. And did he get in? No. They'll mark him out at the 1-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 79 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Henry bowling his way into the end zone. It's a touchdown. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done? They threw it down the field and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. These two teams all tied after one. And from the 41, this is 2nd and a yard. Cook up the gut. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Now Allen. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And he's brought down. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. 2nd and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 34. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Throwing now is Allen. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not easy to hold on to.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Rolling to his left. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dalton Kincaid, 34 yards. And the Bills' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. On the return, Deontay Hardy. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. In motion, Aguilar. Here's Jackson. But looking deep here for Flowers. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Henry running right. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And this is caught at the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 72 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. He's going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
This to the tight end, Kincaid. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So the shotgun snap to Allen. The right side here caught by Kincaid. Look at the big man rumble. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dalton Kincaid with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Being chased out left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff, and the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
He's got his man. That's the rookie from Florida State. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. On the move past the 40. And down to the 29-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Bills will move the chains.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Here's Allen to throw it. Steps away to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
They throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. In motion goes the tight end. From midfield now, here's Jackson. The looking deep here for Flowers. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Zay Flowers, 50 yards. And the Ravens have got it back to within a score. Tucker with the extra point. And it cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. To the air, Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. Room to maneuver at the 35. There he goes again. And he will finally
Come on, still throwing him, chat.
It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. Back now in Baltimore. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
Couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here.
Allen. Incomplete, right side to Cook. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bills are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. Now it's Jackson. He's going to air one out. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, 48 yards.
And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again in the 4th.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
Here's Allen.
This taken in by Kincaid.
Look at the big fella go. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Dalton Kincaid, 70 yards. And the Bills use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Complete, it's Henry. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Now Jackson.
He's got Derrick Henry again, back-to-back catches.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been ripped up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Throwing is Jackson.
toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Ball at the 18-yard line. Here's 2nd and 10. Again, Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Ravens are back within a score.
Tucker now to add the point after. And the lead is down to a field goal now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
That is intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson.
And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
A first down carry for Henry. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, 35 yards.
And the Ravens have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
Important extra point up and through. And they will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Here's 1st and 10. Allen.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Morris. This is where, of course, it's good to have a veteran quarterback under center.
You would just be able to put on one of those blood pressure clips, and nothing would be different for him. He's done it many times before, expects to get it accomplished again.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
Now he's into the clear again.
And all the way down to the 5.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Now Allen
steps away.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like that there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's throwing it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. That means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Throwing, Allen.
And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Jackson. He's got him out across the 40-yard line before he's brought down, so a 1st down and then some. Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Throwing, Jackson. Dancing to his left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So the Bills going to be the first to get it as we are back underway here in overtime. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. On play action, Allen. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Play action, now it's Allen. That is caught, Kincaid with it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 18 more yards there and another 1st down. Now Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game. Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 20-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Completes it to Coleman, and he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Defensively now, the ultimate challenge, of course, the ball gets in the end zone. This thing's over.
And I remember my coaches always talked about in goal line situations, and now you're in overtime where they have to keep them to 3 points. Otherwise, this thing is done. Win your individual battle within the framework of the team defense. Beat that guy across from you and make the play. I expect him to attack on defense and not sit back.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Allen. Touchdown, Bills.
So that is going to tie an NFL record that has stood for more than 70 years. 7 touchdown passes in 1 game. It was first done by Sid Luckman of the Bears in 1943, then by Adrian Burke of the Eagles in 54, and now that mark equaled here in this one.
And he'll get into the end zone. That gives his guys an 8-point lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Keeping the aggression going on defense in overtime here, a 1st down blitz.
You know you can get burned on it big time if they pick it up. But in this situation, they brought the blitz, put some pressure on the QB, and he wasn't able to complete a pass downfield.
Jackson.
Buying time to his left.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Here's Jackson. Connected with Aguilar.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty good strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge the secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
Henry again on 2nd down.
The 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
A touchdown run there of 42 yards. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2. Jackson.
Forced out to his left. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they're going to have it for 2 to tie the game. That works out. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Allen. Into the hands of Cooper. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 1 overtime. How about 2? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that second overtime in just a moment. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a ball.
GG's, fam.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
That was a clutch right there, y'all. No cap.
That one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to 1 possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Baltimore, so long, everybody. From the home of the Bills since way back in 1973, there's a look at Highmark Stadium just outside of Buffalo, New York. And we are underway in Buffalo. Oh, there's a big hit right away as he's knocked down hard on the opening kickoff.
When you're on the road, the last thing you want to do is make a mistake that brings the crowd into it. Now you're not just battling your opponent, you're battling yourself as well.
Rodgers going to the air to start things out. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Here's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, They're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And this will do the job nicely, as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that will bring up second down. Allen off the play fake. Right back to Cook for another completion. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Just a pickup of 3, but that is indeed enough.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Allen taking it himself, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
Well, I liked it. Just take the snap, burrow forward, and pick up the few inches you need for a first down.
And defensively, I don't think they were expecting that. They looked a little surprised in the middle.
Yeah, a little bit wary there, weren't they? Because that could be a throwaway down where maybe you go play action, fake it, and try and get something big. But instead he said, forget it. Let's just get a first down and start a new set.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Here's Allen. And this is Cook with a grab. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That'll line up a gain of 27 to catch it.
Receiver set, the backfield empty, and lined the running back out to the left. Plenty for the quarterback to process both pre and post snap, but he's able to find his man, and it turns into a big play.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. They run for the first time with James Cook, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Now Allen. He's got his running back out of the backfield, and he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. Allen gonna throw. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen on the move to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dalton Kincaid
An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point by pass, open goal. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Now a hit and a loose football. And it looks like the defense has got it. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not a...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defensive tackle getting in there for a loss of 5. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. To throw, it's Rodgers. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. That's great. So getting in there to bring him down.
So Brandon, this is coaches when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively. I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now. Here's Rodgers to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Keeps himself upright. Flushed out right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Now Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Rodgers going to throw. Got a man, that's Lazard. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. And again, it's Rodgers. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. So a late touchdown here just before the half, and that obviously changes the dynamic of this game.
Yeah, in a couple of ways, partner, because they've been shut out up until this point. So now at least they go into the locker room, and Uncle Mo may be creeping over to their side to talk to him a little bit. And second, they're right back in the football game, an extra point away from tying things up.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime.
Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
That is caught. Kincaid with it.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. As they stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Despite running it down, let's and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Up the middle, it's Cook. Fighting his way through contact. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash.
The kick by Bass is good.
And there we have this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
That's going to be firing off his linebacker position.
And for the defense, the third sack of the day.
That number tells you that they're starting to put it together with their defensive game plan. They're starting to feel pretty good about what the offense is doing, bringing the pressure at the right time, and putting the quarterback on the ground.
Flush to his right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
So when you have good field position to start the drive, and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth. They're going to line up to go for this on fourth down. Rodgers stays on the field.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They find some open field here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 30 yardage as he rumbles for 24 and first. Defense really kept him in check in the football in the first half. Maybe that'll be a spark for him here in half 2.
So 2 words come to mind for me. Resilient, because he has to keep bouncing back after some limiting runs. And how about relentless? Keep going, knowing that you may pop one as he just did there.
2nd down and 8. Play action. Now it's Allen. He'll buy some time right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He didn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Had to be patient in that pocket. Patient.
Of the afternoon. And the Bills will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Pass on for the extra point. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today, taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? And, you know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Here's Allen to throw it. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Zerline out now to kick this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth-quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 39. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now. Allen. This to the tight end, Kincaid. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Shakir hauls it in. And he's going to be taken down right at the line.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like...
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. This defense making some plays right now, aren't they?
And they look like a group that really locked in before this series started. Read their scouting reports, got back to reading their keys, and playing with excellent leverage up front.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Jets have about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding.
It's a stadium known for its design, its noise, and a fan base so passionate. Brock, you know this firsthand. They've retired a jersey number for them. Welcome, everybody, to Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Justin Tucker has this all teed up. And away we go from Lumen Field. The turn starts from the goal line. And this drive will start inside the 25. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's first and 10. No play action. Here's Smith. Into the hands of Tyler Lockett. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it sets up Seattle with first down. They motion the tight end over. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. Across midfield at the 45. And he's down to the 42-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
You don't always expect a sizable gain when you're running on first down. You just want some yards to set up an easier second down play. But they will take that execution every time.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he gets a few on the punch forward.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Second down now, 7 to go. A play fake. Now Smith to throw. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And this is caught. It's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks take a 6-0 lead right away. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Seahawks will jump into a 7-0 lead. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, first and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting on the ground. He's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
On the go, Jackson. Complete Derrick Henry. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
For big yards on the right side. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get into a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you've got a bully like him that creates space, just find a way to get him the ball.
And he'll be brought down at about the 29. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down. So before they get the snap away, we reach the end of the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far.
More.
Back at beginning of second quarter, Ravens in possession. They're looking at yet another first and 10 on this drive. this one down to the 25. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and they move the sticks.
Second and 6 now. He's on the move. He's on the move. He's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone.
Well, QB made something happen. He got some yardage when the play didn't develop well. He even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Turning to Henry on third. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Goes to the hurry-up offense here. Fourth down, here's Jackson. He finds him beyond the marker. And that short gain is enough for a new set it down. First down, here's Lamar. And he finds him in the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens finish up their opening drive. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. Tucker adds the PAT. And the Ravens respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Returnable from the 1. He's brought down to end that return as we've reached our 2-minute warning. This defensive battle has reached the 2-minute warning. It's the Seahawks beginning their drive here. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now Smith. It's incomplete to Kenneth Walker. Breaks through, and he might break away. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They strike for 23 yards. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down. From the gun, Smith. Came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of him.
This is Walker on 2nd. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Seahawks in their hurry-up offense. They need to get everyone to the line. 1st and 10 now. Here's Smith. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
A little bit of big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Here we go, hey.
Shotgun snap to Smith. On the move, headed right. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
And again, it's Smith. Caught by his running back. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. And they make the tackle. I'm not sure that was an advisable gamble in this spot, Brock, as they turn it over on downs. The Ravens in very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Jensen. They'll get this to Henry. And he'll get it up to the 44. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout, and that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down, what opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. The 30 short in your back pocket and get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He intercepts the pass. 40. After 20. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. Well, with the left where linebackers coming to play in coverage, partner, and sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
If you say that, you know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on the fisherman. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers have to live. Do some serious damage.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. This return starts at the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. Here comes the final play of our first half. Back to throw it. He throws a bullet to the center. Big gain downfield. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Under the gun, here's Jackson. Henry on the catch. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Offense up to the line fast. From the 33 on 2nd down. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Seahawks have the football at what looks to be the 37-yard line.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness
for some incredible wings and one of the league's most passionate fan bases. We're just outside of Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Here's Tyler Bass to get this one started. And off we go from Highmark Stadium. Marvin Mims now to return it. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Mims start with a pass. Complete to Mims. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. From the 31. Escapes out to the left. He doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. With discretion, but a court of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball. And nothing was the turnover wisely, throwing it away.
And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Running back sent in motion left. On 1st and 10, here's Nix. That'll be caught by Troy Franklin. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They'll run here on 1st down. He has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
This is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of the guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Working quickly here. Nix off the play action. And he will score. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos finish up an excellent opening series. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone, getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
Probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. He's going to return it from a yard or two deep. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Allen setting up play action. His first pass falls incomplete. He was looking Amari Cooper's way there. And it sets up 2nd down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. First toe of the game for James Cook. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. In on the tackle is Jonathan Cooper. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them Well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Pass into the hands of Dalton Kincaid. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain in that first down. That's good for a Bills first down. And we will not get another play. That's going to do it for the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. We're back for the second quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete.
You know, it's tough to succeed a linebacker in most defenses if you can't hold your own in coverage. They rely on you to break up throws just like that and take some of the stress off the secondary.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Allen on 3rd down. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Amendola able to put it through. That cuts the lead down to 3.
You expect him to make most of his attempts from this distance, but it's not a lot. So they'll probably take this and finish off the drive with points.
Brawley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. On the return, here's Mims. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Thrown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Broncos will have a 1st down. Here's Nix. Finds Mims. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. DeMar Hamlin getting there for the tackle. Lower back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Past midfield to the 45. And finally stopped at the 34. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
Okay, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course. And you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
Nix with it on 1st. Looking for a target. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Here's the one back on the handoff. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line. Offense in the hurry up here. On 3rd down, here's Nix. Mims with the grab. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Going for it on 4th, Nix. That's caught beyond the marker. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos grow their lead just before halftime. Sutton, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
And the Broncos offense isn't leaving the field. Looks like they're going to go for two. That pass is complete for two, and their lead grows further. Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Makes the ball and bounds left side. He's going to get stopped right around the 45. They're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. Allen now on first down. Nice game left side. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills making a one-score game before halftime. Amari Cooper, the touchdown. And now the Bills offense staying out. They're going to go for two. It's Allen out of the pistol. He has it. And they get the two-point conversion. Only a field goal instead.
Well, you spend all week working on these plays, and usually you have two or three that you like. That run game, you're right, you can run it. But there's so much more space with creativity in the passing game. Good offenses, elite offenses, they find a way not just to practice it, but to execute it when it matters.
The drive will start out with a first and 10. Nick's looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Rolling on first down, Nix. He's taken in by Sutton. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. First and 10. Ball set up at the 48. Nix from the gun. And a left play defensively there. Got a hand on it to tip it away. And that makes it second down.
Oh, look at those savvy linebackers. They're just right in the middle of everything, aren't they, Kate? But it seems like at times they're the quickest reactions as well. You needed a quick one right there to get a finger on the throw and change its direction.
Putting the tight end in motion. Nix again on second and 10. Buys time, rolling right. That was just a little bit too low to be brought in. Looking for his wide receiver there. So now it's going to be third and long. I'll throw again. Nix. Completed to Sutton. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Play action with Nix. Finds a man and Trevor has it. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Now Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. And he'll score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos will add to their lead at the end of the half. Dangerous route to have to defend, Brock. A lot of running backs are so good at sneaking behind defenders.